We have seen a lot of new and impressive content in Run 8 version 3 so far. We have been introduced to new engines, new freight cars, and even a whole different region to explore. And now we have a new route to add to the roster. It's not in a new region, it's not a new railroad, but it is an experience you're not going to want to miss. Let's all go and see how the CSX Fitzgerald sub looks in version 3. Created by Hyrail Simulations, the CSX Fitzgerald Subdivision for Run 8 covers over 200 miles of mainline trackage between Waycross, Georgia and Manchester, Georgia, including small portions of the Manchester and Lineville subdivisions at the north end of the route. Originally part of the Atlantic Coastline Railroad, it serves as a major artery between the state of Florida and the Midwestern United States. The Fitz sees a large and diverse amount of traffic, which makes finding a road train to fit your personal taste a breeze. If locals are more your speed, there are also 3 smaller yards along the route with plenty of industries to service and even other railroads to interchange with. Throughout the route, you will also find stone quarries, feed mills, and other large plants to interact with. To say this route looks beautiful is an understatement. The Fitzgerald sub blows every other route in Run 8 completely out of the water. Now, I'm not saying the other routes for Run 8 look bad, but the Fitz came with loads of new, high-quality scenery assets. From the buildings along the line, the kudzu on the banks, and the beautiful track and ground textures, you can tell a great deal of effort went into making this route look as grand as it does. If you still don't believe me, then just take a look for yourself. The Fitzgerald sub is almost flawless, but there are a few issues that should be addressed. The biggest problem being a track occupancy issue just north of Manchester. If there are cars on the dark siding between Childs and North Manchester, it shows an occupancy on the main line preventing trains from getting signals. The track layout of the route puts it in the early 2000s, and it's pretty accurate. There are lots of undulating grades, which the Fitz is known for, and the grade transitions are smooth and as close to the real right-of-way as they can be. However, when entering curves, the super elevation does feel a little rough. I know I can't stop talking about the scenery and how great it is, but there are a few places that it could be adjusted. There are so many nice little touches that make you feel like you're actually on the real railroad. The Georgia red clay, industry buildings that are accurate and have the names of the industries on them, and other region-specific assets, just to name a few. But there are still a few locations where the scenery seems unfinished, mostly involving creeks, rivers, and roads. I understand the theory is that you should only be looking forward while you're in the cab, but extending the creek and road scenery just a little further instead of abruptly ending 50 yards from the tracks would not hurt. These issues are small, maybe a little bit nitpicky, but in my opinion, it's still the best looking route that has ever been added to Run 8. And thankfully, none of these issues prevent you from running across the route. So what do I think of the Fitzgerald Sub? I think it's amazing. It is, in my opinion, the best route that Run 8 has to offer. Not only is the route stunningly beautiful and accurate, but it also has enough diversity in traffic that anyone can find something that interests them here. Not only am I going to give you the all clear to go pick up the CSX Fitzgerald Sub from Run 8, but I'm also going to put that signal on fleet. This is a route you definitely want to be qualified on. I'm going to give this route a final score of 95%. Jason Webb, my friend, you hit this one out of the park.